Good morning, and welcome to everyone joining us from across the world for the AIR Global Design Sprint. I am Joanne Barefoot, CEO and co-founder of AIR. We are a not-for-profit organization working around the world to try to make the financial system more fair and inclusive, promote financial health, especially through technology and especially by working with regulators. I want to start with a simple idea because everything that we're going to do rests on it. And that is that you cannot close a gap that you can't see. Digital financial services have done remarkable things to promote financial inclusion. More people than ever today have an account or a wallet or a way to access the formal financial system. But underneath that progress, we still have enormous gaps in credit, in product design, and how people actually use the tools that we've built for them. And for women in particular, those gaps are usually invisible. We know that women play a critical role in our communities, in our families, in our marketplaces as entrepreneurs. And we know that it's difficult to be sure that they are being served well because we haven't disaggregated the data that we need to see them clearly. That is what this sprint seeks to change. It has two goals. The first is to find new and better ways to gather disaggregated data about gender. And the other is to build ways to use that data to equip policymakers and financial institutions and regulators with way better information about what is actually going on in these marketplaces. We're going to work on both halves of this, surfacing what the GDD reveals and then building the applied hands-on capability to really do something with it. Why we are so energized about this cohort is that we are bringing together incredible people with incredible ideas. When we put out our launch invitation, we received over 50 applications from 14 countries from across Africa, Asia, Europe, and Latin America. This is not a regional conversation, it's a global one. And all three tracks drew interest, but I will say in particular, probably not surprisingly, AI attracted the most interest of all. We know that AI is what's called a general technology, one that is going to change just about everything that people do and how they do it, like fire or electricity. And we know that one of its superpowers is giving us the ability to look into, see clearly into very complex information systems, understand what's happening in them, and bring out information in ways that we can really put it to good use. The mix of people that we have here today is exactly what a sprint like this is designed to bring together. We have data scientists, human-centered designers, behavioral scientists, policy experts, fintech experts, financial service providers, academics, and much more. Some of you are arriving with your own team and already at work on some exciting solutions, and others are coming on your own, looking to find your people in your team and work together in new ways. The people who are approaching with ideas already in mind have thoughts on how to strengthen surveys, design better types of analysis, how better to disseminate information with the explicit goal of getting richer data that regulators can act on, designing better decision support systems in areas like credit, and also creating synthetic data in places where the marketplace data actually is too difficult to put together. How does the sprint work? The key ingredient is collaboration. AIR has put on about 30 of these kinds of sprints in various forms over the 7 years of our existence. And the magic of them is that they create connections between people who are coming from individual backgrounds. Something we know when we think about it is that changing complex ecosystems like finance and financial regulation requires an ecosystem shift. It cannot be done by any one entity from inside its own silos. Even regulators can't solve all these problems from within their own walls. Nobody has the knowledge to do it, the scope of knowledge about what's needed and then what the technology tools might be to make things happen. But by coming together and working together across these disciplines, we now know that you can create solutions that are more than the sum of the parts. And we also know that people make connections that they continue building on and working on as they go forward. So our request to you, our charge to you is to be ambitious. You have 6 weeks, you have a global community of experts. Don't hold back on an idea, go for it. Thank you for saying yes to this. And I cannot wait to see what you are going to build.